Hi, I'm Ryan Bergara, and this is Making Watcher, a series where we take an honest look into how the three of us decided to venture out into the wild and make our own company. At this point in time, Watcher is only around 3 years old. It has been a year since we shared an update on how the company is doing. A lot has happened since that time, so I'll let Steven catch you up.
Okay, Watcher in 60 seconds. Steven, Ryan, and Shane in Ryan's kitchen decided to make a company. Didn't know what we were doing, went out and raised some money. People were like, oh, I believe in you. Raised some money. They gave us money, we started the company. We made 6 to 8 new shows out of nowhere, just had our old noggins come together and make these shows. And some of them were good, some of them were bad. Luckily, the good ones we kept making, the bad ones we discarded. And fortunately for us, our fans from our old content actually came along for the ride and have been supporting us ever since. Now, we've grown from a company of 3 to a company of 21 in the last 3 years. And we've really figured out a good system of how to do this thing. So it has come to my attention from various people within the office, and I don't think there's anybody to point fingers at here. There's no blame to go around. But the fact of the matter is, we're a growing company.
Ryan's not here.
Since we started this whole thing, it's definitely been up and down, as one would expect. And the downs can be quite the cavern, but then the ups could be quite nice. So, such is life.
It started off as this little kernel, and then we put it in the whirly pot, a little hot oil in there, started whirling it, and now it's blossoming.
Our first exciting endeavor this year was an original project called Worth a Shot with our talented cocktail maestro, Ricky Wang.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Happy Ricky Day!
I honestly think my favorite moment, the moment that I was the most excited, was when we were premiering Ricky's new show. It was just nice to really celebrate and prop up somebody on the channel that wasn't the three of us. It felt really good.
To Ricky and Worth a Shot.
And it felt like, oh, this is the first step of the future here. It's a world where the channel still has the three of us, but it's not highly dependent on us, and we could scale up from here, and it kind of opened up a whole new door of possibilities of there's so many different stories we could tell. Sure enough, 4 months later, we invested in another original and very creative project called Pretty Historic, featuring our wonderful and talented friend, Salorm.
Cute. Welcome to Pretty Historic.
Oh, that looks nice.
Are you drunk?
As we create more, bigger, better things, and as you've seen around the office, we've expanded our team.
From a business standpoint, we've grown quite a bit. End of last year, we were doing really well. We took all that money and reinvested that into the company. And so we doubled our staff, went from 10 to 21 people. And even now, since those hires, we are not profitable. Just throwing it out there, I'm being honest. We're not. We're losing money each month. But that's intentional. And I want to just be very clear about that. We're doing that because we are reinvesting everything that we have into this company and making sure that we have the right runway to grow. And hopefully it pays off. It's a risk. It's a risk. We always kind of thought, we don't want to say that we didn't give it our best shot. And if we're not investing the money, if we're not giving all we have, then what's the point?
We'd have a bunch of new hires. I mean, there's an island of desks here that did not exist before of interns. We got a little intern island.
So it's nice to walk in and hear people chatting and laughing, and that's neat.
It seems like people have they're starting to form little friend groups around, a little ecosystem is forming, which is interesting. Very interesting that I'm saying this too, and everyone could hear me. But I do remember the thing that sticks out of my mind. I wonder if Steven will be angry that I told this story. It was maybe a couple months ago.
I just remember being at my desk, working, typing away, and then I just hear some laughter in the kitchen.
You hear people having a good time, and he was gonna go downstairs to join.
But I just remember thinking, oh, that sounds fun. Why don't I go downstairs? Wait, no, don't go downstairs. You'll kill the vibe.
What is that?
They always do it after like they score or something.
I'm out. I'm out.
It's like Dad just walked in at the sleepover. I thought that was really funny because it's come a long way from just the three of us.
It brought me joy to know that like I didn't have to be there to facilitate conversations, fun, you know, like natural, organic friendship. It was cool to just see that happen.
Can you explain what the culture is like here?
Culture is palpable. What I would say for the culture that is most important is that everybody here not only treats each other with respect, but also compassion. And I think like that extra level and layer makes it so that, you know, when you're having a bad day and you may not deserve the respect from somebody, this guy right here, we still give it to him.
It's fair.
I'm just messing around, Shane. Just messing
There was a
around.
time when I was extremely down.
Nobody doesn't deserve
No,
respect.
yeah. Well, exactly. That's the idea. Is nobody doesn't deserve respect or compassion, and I think it's been a hard 2 years, obviously with the pandemic, but we've gotten through it, and I'm just so proud of how everybody treats everybody and how everybody cares about everybody.
Ricky in the post team. Cheers.
So I'll do a wild line where we can just put it wherever.
Give me half a second. So my first impression of Watcher was honestly that I was really impressed. It takes a lot to put together content. I know like you hear all creators say that, but I've watched it grow firsthand.
This is Are You Scared?
My first impressions were, it's fine. I was wrong, it's great. Really, it's the people who work here, really, it's great. They're like a little family. I love everybody who works here. It's a really awesome team that they helped build out, and it's already grown so much since I started. I think it was maybe 10 or 11 people, and now we're 20-ish. So it's cool to see how much it's grown.
Oh, that's so good, actually.
Regardless of how big we grow, the fact that we have people like Steven and Ryan and Shane looking out for us and making sure that not only making incredible shows and programs and making things that we can all be proud of, but we're all also working with people that we want to be around and in an environment that wants to foster our creativity and take care of us. And that's really exciting. So regardless of where Watcher goes, I know that I'm going to be with good people.
Like, I think everyone is super friendly and welcoming, and you always feel like you have a place here. Like, we may be the interns, and like, but I always feel like included and welcomed, and everyone's really supportive and helps you learn things that you don't know. And so yeah, like it's a little family.
Hey. And then, of course, if you were wondering where Ryan is.
Take a screenshot as usual. Please, someone take a screenshot.
When you have the right team and the right group of people, it feels like you can do anything. It doesn't matter what challenge we face because we got somebody who can do the job. The big ops portions of our company have been completely turned over by Lizzie and Sam, and we would not be nearly as efficient or effective without them. We recently hired Meredith, who's an assistant to the three of us. She's incredible. We did hire Mark in those last 7 months. There's just so many people who have come on board that I'm so excited about. And like, here's where, if the company fails, who cares, man? Everybody will easily find a job after this place. Like, everybody here is so talented.
That's not where I thought you were going with this, dude.
They'll find something.
Man?
Okay, they've learned and had a great time here. No regrets.
It's so funny because the build of it was like, we have these people who've made this place so much more efficient. They're so good at their jobs. That all to say, if we fucking fail, they'll find another job.
Who cares, man?
Now, how does it feel being responsible for all these people?
Well, that's a loaded question, Mark. And I resent you for it.
I'm curious to see what you have to say about it. Because you're the one who, like, no offense to Ryan, you get scared about, you know,
Okay,
people relying on you.
I can't rely on myself, let alone have people rely on me. It's a scary proposition to have other people depending on, ultimately, you catching ghosts and me talking the interpersonal relationship I have with a puppet. It's a weird thing to think about that, like, that is spawning all of this. It's a strange concept. It's scary though. I'm not gonna lie, it scares the shit out of me. I don't know if that's an appropriate thing to say right now.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It excites me every single day.
Putting ads in our video content, which I wasn't aware of until this morning.
Can we talk about sponsorships?
Yeah, I was about to say, sponsorships are tough.
We had 3 weeks back to back where we put out 3 sponsored videos, like fully sponsored. There was 2 Are You Scared and 1 that was Too Many Spirits. And I saw a lot of comments saying, hey, so proud of Watcher, so glad for you. But then obviously I'm, digging through them and I saw some that said, you guys are selling out and like, this isn't Watcher, I didn't come here for this.
That's always been the plan, to sell out.
That's true, it's not selling out, it's buying in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I like that.
One thing about sponsorships too, and Steven could attest to this because he's the one who's like at the helm of all of them, it's really hard to get them. Like you have to be at a certain level of views and success for them to even talk to you, let alone give you the opportunities and let alone, God willing, follow through with the actual deal itself.
I just think it's interesting because how else are we gonna run a company and pay for all these employees if not doing sponsored content? Because all this stuff is free for people to watch.
And the sponsored content
it's still good.
Makes it possible to do the non-sponsored content, which is great.
Oh, hello there! If you haven't heard of Vessi by now, I'm here to fix that problem because seriously, I think everybody should know about this sneaker right here. Most people think that the weather in LA is the same every single day, but honestly, it's not. You'll get hit with random rain in the morning only for it to be hot by the afternoon. It's literally so annoying. So Vessi is the perfect shoe to get rid of that what do I wear feeling. The secret to Vessi's 100% waterproof shoe is Dymatex. That's right, Dymatex is the breathable dual knit material that keeps you cool during the summer and warm during the winter. On top of that, Vessi shoes are super comfortable and lightweight, so I can wear them all day, every day. Like on shoot days with our crew. Shoot days are long, and when I wear the wrong shoes, I get home and I feel sad because my feet hurt. So Vessis are definitely my go-to shoe whenever we travel for videos. They're easy to slip on and off in the TSA line, and it feels like I've got clouds on my feet the entire day. Vessis are the perfect gift under the tree and for your feet. Check out their holiday sale now at vessi.com/watcher and get the style and size you want now before they sell out. If you missed the sale, use code WATCHER for 15% off your entire order. Seriously, don't mess around, don't miss out. Once you have Vessis, you'll never look back. Huge shout out to Vessi for sponsoring this video, and now back to the show.
We say this all the time, but sometimes it's just, it's really healthy or valuable for creators to actually put faces to the people that support them, because sometimes it does just kind of feel like you're just putting things up and no one's watching it, but
It's good to see everybody. It's been a while.
and just to kind of like watch a room get excited over the shows we're creating rather than just being excited to see our stupid faces is really cool,
And it's
honestly.
the first time since kind of the pandemic started that we were able to do something as like, big crowd oriented.
No, for sure. I just think it's cool that people like the shows we make. And that's kind of the difference for me, was this VidCon versus the first Watcher VidCon, like how much we had actually come in, what, 2 years, 2.5 years? I think the only way you could really experience something for the first time again is to vicariously experience it through somebody else. So like bringing people like Brittany or Meredith or, I guess I was gonna say, I've never been to a VidCon with Mark.
No, that was your first one, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Was like really cool because it did make me feel kind of like, oh, this is the first time we're here. Because like you could see the excitement on their faces. So that was cool. About a month after VidCon, we reached one of our next big milestones.
It's palpable.
Why is my heart beating so fast?
Do you think if we count it down, it will manifest it?
I don't think that. I don't think
so.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Kind of remarkable to see the number of subscribers at 2 million when I could remember vividly looking at the beginning of the channel when I was surprised that we even had 10,000.
I do think that when people are passionate about something and genuinely invested in something, that it comes through in the content of the product that they make. And I think we've thus far really tapped into stuff that we're passionate about and that we've also developed with people who are passionate about the things that they do. You know, I don't think that there's anything we can't achieve here.
On September 21st, we premiered our most anticipated and most ambitious project yet, Ghost Files, the successor to our original ghost hunting show,
Welcome to Ghost
Unsolved.
Files, where we take your evidence and our tools.
Just to see people get so excited to have Ryan and Shane back in the ghost hunting world, it was cool. It was cool to feel the energy. It has lived up to the hype.
Is that the number you expected it to be?
Oh, it's way bigger. It's way bigger. I asked like Katie, Ryan, Shane, what they thought the numbers would be, you know, for the first episode. And I think like the most optimistic number was 2 million, and that was Shane. And now it's 5 million. So yeah, crazy. We did not expect it to do that well. I thought it would be like 1 million.
The reception for it has been incredible, like the support that everyone's shown and just the fact that people like the show has been really rewarding, and thank God, because so much of, I think a lot of added stress was just from the idea of like, do people even want to watch Shane and I keep doing this? Do people want a follow-up? Will it live up to what Unsolved was? Because I didn't want to just make a show that was continuing Unsolved. I wanted to make a show that I thought improved upon Unsolved and had merit of its own, and in my opinion, you know, was better. And I do think we accomplished that, and you know, judging by the response, it does seem that a lot of people agree, which is nice. It makes it feel like it was all worth it.
You know, people loved Ghost Files. It was very fun. They liked it as much as I thought they would. I remember when we started it, Ryan was like, how are we gonna top Unsolved? And I was like, you'll make a show that's better. And he did. The reaction suggests that.
Obviously, I'm very happy and relieved with how the show turned out, but it took a massive amount of work and team effort to make it all happen. Yeah, I mean, every episode came down to the wire. Sometimes I actually edited them myself, just because there's some things particularly that needed to be changed.
But I had heard that Ryan had been making edits the night before with Sam at like 2 a.m. And when I heard that, honestly, I kind of got pissed off because I was like, Ryan, stop burning our employees to the bone. But then when I met with Sam, she was like, no, it was so worth it. You'll see it in the cut. And I saw it and I was like, it's pretty good.
It really was like truly the most collaborative team effort I've ever really been a part of. Yeah, everyone grinded on it. There wasn't one person who worked on that show that didn't have the scars to show for it. Obviously, it all worked out. Like, the show came out great, and you know, everyone was rewarded for the fruits of their labor in that sense. Yeah, I mean, it almost killed all of us, so I was super relieved when it was done. Was able to kind of breathe, because for about 3 to 4 months there, it felt like we were all just slowly drowning.
This has been a treacherous journey, but I'm glad.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Finally, our latest endeavor, Season 5 of Puppet History.
Welcome one and all to Season 5 of...
If I think of one show that's synonymous with Watcher, I don't say Ghost Files, I don't say Discreet, I think it's Puppet History. Puppet History is the heart and soul in many ways of Watcher. It's just so good. It's so well thought out. It has all of the parts of a great show. It has actual learning, you know, factual historical information that's been heavily researched. It has the great unscripted banter between the professor and Ryan, the guest. It has literally everything, and even some lore. I love that show.
Sometimes it seems like he may have time travel.
Man, Puppet History is a wild show. The response to Puppet History, rightfully so, has been incredible, and that's obviously in huge part to that guy up there. He's actually editing the last episode right now, because Shane has been editing the cinematic the after credit scenes, like the lore.
So this season is maybe the most fun and hard work we've put into a season of puppet history. I mean, Mark, you were there for so much of it. Yeah, it was a very sweaty day.
I've always wanted to be in like a fight scene, so like that was amazing. It just happened to be with a little blue puppet.
Okay, here we go. Beef pie! 1, 2.
This year has been a crazy wild ride, not just for me, but for all of Watcher. Despite the amount of projects we've created, all the successes and all the failures, all the big numbers that we may be seeing, we are still technically a very young and growing company.
We still are a startup, but I don't want to use the excuse of being a startup for making mistakes. Not to say that we shouldn't try new things and iterate and learn, but Watcher's a thing. We're a thing. People know what this is. We have shows in their 5th season. We're still growing. We have a lot to learn and a lot to move toward, but I'm very, very proud of where we've come so far. And I never want my ambition to overtake the satisfaction and joy that I've had making this job.
We've established, I think, a mark of quality that people associate with the channel, and I just want to keep on getting weirder with content and making exciting stuff that is up to that level, which I think we will. I mean, everyone here is crazy and sort of a perfectionist, so it'll be fine.
Anybody who's watching this, thank you for all the support you've given. Thank you for getting us to this point. Because I often say this, without you guys, there is no this. And this is, you know, an amazing opportunity. The fact that we're able to make shows for you guys and do something that we're passionate about is crazy, because the fact of the matter is most people don't get to do what they're passionate about for a living. That's an incredible privilege and gift. It's earned, and I'm happy that we've, I guess to this point, earned your trust for now. I hope we never abuse that, and I hope we never forget that, because it really is a gift that you guys have given us. I hope that the stuff that we're doing in the future you'll also be very happy with, and that we don't let you down. It's not something that we take lightly. And let's catch some fucking ghosts.
Ooh, it smells good though.
Hey girl. Oh, what? I love you.
Hello, blokes. Stop chuffing over there.
I love this live!
Your dish has been granted.